multitasking is a difficult thing to do. I mean, saying is one thing, but when you have your daily chores, you have your family to take care of, you have a teenager daughter, so it must have been a difficult task multitasking all these things.
Yes, it was tough because when you come back home, you really don't get time to just sit back and relax and, take it easy because the kids are there and you cannot totally say that you're tired and you're not going to spend the Sunday and do stuff with them. So we are up and about with just an hour's rest to make sure that we're out for lunch or take them out, do something with them, take care of their studies, and it's been a lot, but there's help at home, everything around, and the children have been brilliantly understanding. They have never complained as to why every weekend we should do this with them. It was my kids standing at the finish line with the India flag, which pushed me till the end to get to 89 kilometers.
Absolutely. But let's see what Amit's mother thinks about this entire thing. Now, Veena ji, of course, as initially you had said that initially you were a little skeptical. You were not in favors of, your daughter-in-law and your son attending this particular race. But after that, of course, you agreed. So what made you change your mind?
I am extremely thankful to God that God has given me, gifted such a talented and home-loving daughter-in-law. Actually, I was never against their running. The only worry was that I only worry about their health because such a big running it takes and they are not young as their age is 44 and they have started since only last 4 years and my daughter-in-law has started since last 2 years, so it is very difficult. So only worry was that me and my husband was worried about their health only, but we are happy that they have such a good hobby, but that was the one part. But that you mentioned that we were against, that it was not against, but the point was that every time they run, I make a havan yagna because for their safety. That
All
is
right.
the point of view of a mother. You see, always a mother, first thing comes to her mind is their health and security,
Right.
and they run they run safely. That is the main thing we worried about, but
Right.
we are very happy. She does her work, she does looks after the children. Her timetable is so fixed that there is nothing clashing, and everything very nicely she is doing.
Right. So, of course, the family there initially a little bit concerned about the health of these two people, but then, of course, now the family is a very proud one. Well, setting an example for other couples, an Indian husband-wife duo from Mumbai completed this distance at Comrades Marathon, an annual event which was held in South Africa recently. The couple recollects the winning moments and are confident that this is not the end and better things are yet to come.
During the 90-odd kilometer run at the Comrades Marathon in South Africa, it was no easy task. The couple had to cross 5 hills between two South African cities of Pietermaritzburg and Durban. While the spirited Amit Seth does not have any athletic background to boast of, he has already completed 9 marathons and 1 ultramarathon. And this was the major running experience for Nipa, who did not run much except for the Mumbai Marathon. The couple had dreamt of completing the Comrades Marathon, and with Amit having missed out by a couple of minutes in the preceding year, it was even more important.
When we finished, I never thought I would say this, and I said, next year it's going to be the up run, it's going to be more difficult, and I was surprised that I said that.
As they neared the finishing line, hand in hand, holding the Indian flag amidst the maddening crowds who had gathered to encourage them, the couple turned nostalgic as they relived the winning moments.
Nipa knew exactly where the kids would be standing, and Namrata was standing with an Indian flag. And she ran past all the runners, went and grabbed the flag, came back next to me, and then we ran together the last 300, 400. Well, we ran the whole race together, and in the last 300 meters, we were probably holding hands. I was holding and shaking the Indian flag. And if you go to see a comrades video, there were so many runners that you can't see us, but you can see the the Indian flag above the heads.
But this is not it for them. Amit and Nipa want to train harder with every passing year for distances to cover as they run in worldwide marathon races, but they have plans now to run for a noble cause. The couple plan to run to make lives of some people special.
What we are going to do is now raise money for children suffering with cancer at the Tata Institute, and we are going to run, both of us, we are going to do Pune to Mumbai, which is 160 kilometers, and we are going to use that money for charity and donate it to the Tata Research Center.
As they stood hand in hand celebrating each other's success with family, Nipa just egged Amit to work harder and train harder every passing year. And yes, as Amit signs off, he's not shy to say, I love this life, and yes, I love my wife. With Bureau Inputs, Payal Mehta, Focus TV, Mumbai.
And now let's go back to the couple who's joining us live here on from Mumbai on Focus Television. First, you, Nipa, of course, when you had started the race, when you started the comrades, did you imagine that? Did you think that you will be able to complete it?
When I started training for it, I did not know whether I would go through the distance of 89 kilometers. The whole journey was really, really tough. But when I stood on the start line that day, something in me told me that I was going to finish it and I was going to go through the day and I'm going to complete the race.
Absolutely. And when you saw that Indian flag and your daughter holding that flag when you completed it, what was the feeling, what was the thing that was going on in your mind?
When I entered the stadium, means all I would think of and look out for my children as to where they were. There were around, I don't know, 20, 30,000 people in the stadium, bright lights, but I looked out for my children, and the look which I saw on the kids' face of the happiness to see both of us together and both of us at the end was incredible, and it's something I'll never forget. And that moment of picking up the flag from her and taking it to the finish was an amazing, incredible experience.
Of course, it would have been a feeling of amazing joy. And Amit, of course, you wanted this thing to go on. You don't want this thing, these special feeling and these wonderful moments to end.
No, we don't intend for it to end. Although the race ends on that day, what Comrades has a very great tradition, and we will end up there again on the start line next year. One never knows whether you will finish Comrades. A lot of people, after training very hard, fail to finish it because it is so difficult. But we will be there again next year on the start line. We also intend to continue running, and it's something which we want to do next year in December. Is we plan to run from Pune to into Mumbai and run and finish our run at the Tata Memorial Hospital. And we hope to collect money directly for Tata for children suffering from cancer. And that is, it would be a tradition which the Comrades people would be proud of.
Right, of course. All the very best to you, and of course the whole country is of course proud of you couple, and also the whole family, including Amit's mother Veena, who joined us here on the Focus Special. Well, all of you, thanks so much for joining us here, and we wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. So that was the special couple that we had for you in this special at 4 o'clock. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.